Hello everybody, my name is The Randomness Channel, and we are back with more Pikmin. In the last episode, we had crash landed on this strange planet, and we had found these little plant creatures called Pikmin. We had gathered our engine so that we could lift off into the planet's atmosphere, and Olimar had spotted a dense forest. He named it the Forest of Hope, and we shall be exploring that today. And bringing our Pikmin along with us. We'll see what happens. Now this day will not hold your hand at all. So, I mean, it'll give you a little tutorial about how the timing, like the timer works. But here we go. My dolphin has returned to the surface along with the Pikmin's onion. Being alone on this strange planet makes me somewhat uneasy, so I shall call the Pikmin out of the onion, as I don't want to be a loner. All I need to do is stand beneath the light in the onion and press A, and hope that I don't get probed. So, yes, you stand under the light, and you can take out as many Pikmin as you want. And since we only have 25, that's all I will take out. So we kind of want to work fast, because I have a plan for this day. And we want to gather as many red Pikmin as you, as many red Pikmin as you can get. And as you can see, there's this kind of wooden spiderwebby gate. Yeah, you can destroy this wall with their heads, which is fun. So I'll just pluck these Pikmin over here and have them work on the gate. Oh, something fun you can do with this is you can throw him on top of it, and he will bang his head on the top of it. Which it kind of looks like they made an animation for it, because all the rest of the Pikmin, they grab onto the wall. But he's not grabbing on, he's just kind of banging it, so whatever. I thought it was kind of cool. So as you can kind of tell, these Pikmin cannot catch up with Olimar, and they're very slow. If you have not noticed, there is this little patch of grass which I will swarm my Pikmin on. And here we go. We got this yellow substance called nectar. Another intriguing discovery. A local variety of grass produces a sort of yellow nectar, like I said. When the Pikmin drink this delicacy, they instantly mature into flowers. This apparent Pikmin favorite seems to be full of nutrition. Closer observation is needed to determine the strengths and peculiarities of these flower Pikmin. And, obviously, they are not leaves anymore. They have matured like a plant does. It goes from a leaf, a bud, to a flower. There are 3 stages of Pikmin, like I just stated. And this makes them much faster and much stronger. So, this over here is called a spotty, no, my bad. It's called a dwarf bulborb. He is kind of the Goomba of this series. He's like the basic, enemy. And he can easily be killed by a shot. Like, if you throw a Pikmin onto its back, it'll die immediately. Or you can swarm him. So we'll just see. He kind of gets crushed, and he requires 3 Pikmin to, carry. So we'll go over here, and I'm gonna just get these yellow pellets, because they don't give you the bonus. Like I said in the last episode, if you match the color. So we have 5 pellet over here on the ledge, and if we come over here, there's a 10 pellet, which is very huge, and then we got some dwarf bulborbs, which don't eat my Pikmin. No. Oh, thank you. And I will have these guys carry this 10 pellet. Oh, come on, there you go. I will come back into my base, and I will pluck all the Pikmin that I now have sprouted. So what we want to do on this first day, well, first day of time limit, we want to work as fast as we can, because we want to get as many ship parts as we can on this one day. It'll make it a lot easier in the long run. So, this is also a day of raising up your red numbers a lot. So, now that we have 48 Pikmin with us, I'll just collect these bulb orbs over here. And this right here is a ship part. It's called the Eternal Fuel Dynamo. It is an unlimited. Okay, come on. It has an unlimited energy supply. I won't have to worry about saving electricity anymore. This will make my fight for survival a bit easier. And this requires 40 Pikmin to carry, which is a lot of Pikmin. And I will come back into my base and I will pluck my Pikmin again. Because, you know, it's a very tedious process, and that's what this game is all about. By the way, I don't think I mentioned this. If you continuously tap A while plucking Pikmin, you don't have to move the control stick to move over to the next one. You can, like, let go of it, and Olimar will automatically move over to the next Pikmin, and he'll keep plucking, as long as you keep tapping the A button. So, you know, cool little feature there. And the Eternal Fuel Dynamo is back in the ship. This should light things up. No more candles for me. 2 of 30 ship parts. And he says there that if he gets 3 more ship parts, he can discover more of the land in this strange planet. But we'll worry about that later. So up here we kinda have a sequence break. Like, you're not really meant to get the ship part up here, but you know, I'll do it anyways, because I'm cool like that. So what you want to do is you want to toss about 50 Pikmin up there, just for an idea I have, and you want to take the remaining, if you have any remaining, and you want to take them over here, and you want them to start taking down this wall. And I forgot to mention some controls yesterday. If you press the X button, it'll dismiss all the Pikmin, and if you press the Y button, well, we'll get into that later. So once you have all those Pikmin on the ledge, you want to come over here, and red Pikmin will drown in water, but since Olimar is in a spacesuit, he is invincible to water. That right there is the shock absorber, which I shouldn't have skipped the text. But it's the next part we'll be getting. The sequence break is you're supposed to get this part with blue Pikmin, but you know, you can do it with anything. So the strategy for killing the spotty Bulborb, which is this guy, is you want to grab all your Pikmin, and you want to use the C-stick, and you want to attack his bottom, his bootay, and it'll kill him pretty much instantaneously. So this ship part requires 30 Pikmin, and I will come on. And I want about 10 Pikmin, because I also want to... Okay, here we go, I get interrupted. My clock has indicated the coming of noon. From now on, I must pay close attention to the sun meter on my monitor and choose my actions accordingly. So it is best for me to review my monitor's data. So he just talks about the time limit. And if you get 10 Pikmin on this guy, you can carry him back. That's pretty cool. And it'll give us, you know, more Pikmin. So let's go check on these guys, and they have not even done a single thing to that wall. So while they're carrying this back, I'm wondering if you guys like my commentary you know, think it's funny, like give judgment on it, feedback, and I'll try and work on it. So here we have the shock absorber. This nifty little device counteracts the shaking and swaying experienced in typical space flight. So, yeah, we got that ship part done. And you know what? Help this guy. And remember that nectar stuff I showed you in the beginning of the day? Yeah, there's 2 patches in the little base here. No, don't. There's one thing wrong with that, the little nectar thing. One Pikmin can drink the entire supply, so be careful when you're, you know. Yeah. Okay, so with our Pikmin in squadron, we will get them to drink the nectar, as many as we can possibly get on there, and with our 71 Pikmin and the 7 on the gate, we will come over here, and oh wow, they actually got rid of a part of the wall. So we are going to kill this Bulborb from his buttocks, and we will help these guys destroy this gate. Okay, so now that they're done, what you want to do is make sure this Bulborb tries to eat your Pikmin, because when he dies, he makes a noise, and sometimes it can wake up the quote-unquote mama Bulborb, even though they're not the same species somehow. It'll wake them up, and then he'll come after you, and you're gonna have a lot of problems. So what I'm going to do is take my red Pikmin over here, and put them behind that little can. And here we have another wooden alien propeller flower, and this is yellow, which is kind of weird, and it did the exact same thing as yesterday with the red one. So just wait for it to sprout. There we go. Compelled, and press A. And this one has ears? The other one had a nose. Why is this one different? The color is different, but it seems to be a Pikmin nonetheless. First glance suggests this one has what, in some circles, could be considered very large ears. It looks like it may weigh less than others. In what other ways might it be different from the red Pikmin? No matter. They're obviously quite similar, so I shall call this one a Pikmin as well. And yes, this is a yellow Pikmin, and obviously, if you couldn't tell, somehow I said obviously, if you couldn't tell, he can be thrown much, much higher than the red Pikmin. Which is why he said they weigh less. And so they can be thrown farther, and they can be thrown higher. And that can be used as an advantage in some later on puzzles, maybe. So we are just going to try and gather a maximum of 50 yellow Pikmin, because in this game, they aren't really, you know, used for much. I mean, they're used like 3 times maybe. At least I use them 3 times, maybe, like, minimum in the entire game. So they're not really that important, but, you know, 50 should be good just in case you have, like, a mass extinction of yellow Pikmin somehow. So we want to, you know, get up as many as we can until 50. And we'll give this Bulborb to them. And we'll pluck these Pikmin. And here we are about to get an instance of How many Pikmin can we carry on the field at once? Well, we'll get that message in a second. Here we go. I have made yet another Pikmin-related discovery. Just when I was about to exceed 100 Pikmin in the field, the onion stopped expelling seeds, yet the total number of Pikmin continued to climb. It seems that once there are 100 Pikmin in the field, subsequent seeds get stored inside the onion. Thus, no more than 100 Pikmin can be on the field at one time in any area. So, yeah. That's a way that they limit you, because all these little tiny creatures on the screen can, you know, take up a lot of processing power, and it'll get in the way, and a lot of lag will happen. But, you know, well, I don't know what you know. Before the day ends, let's come over here and what are these? Can they? They can pick them up. The yellow Pikmin have picked up some peculiar stones. Why did they decide to grab them? Well, because I told them to. This action seems to be instinctive to the yellow Pikmin. Only the yellow Pikmin, because the red Pikmin cannot carry them because they are wimps. But just what are these strange glowing stones? Brightly glowing cracks cover them. Perhaps these cracks indicate that there's tremendous power locked away within inside of them. This merits further research. And if you haven't already guessed, these are bomb rocks, which we can use to blow up any wall. The glowing rocks the yellow Pikmin picked up seem to be explosive stones. Perhaps they know that these stones can be used as powerful weapons. The bomb rocks are dangerous, so I must take care when using them. But they should be able to blast open the stone walls that block pathways. I may even be able to use them against some of the wild creatures. I must be vigilant. So what he's saying there is, don't kill your Pikmin. Yeah. So he's just telling you that the end of the day is nigh. Okay, so with the rest of the day, if I can hurry. Come on, don't lag behind, please. If I can hurry, I want to take these bomb rocks back to my base. And if you saw at the beginning of the day, we broke down this wooden gate, but we couldn't break down that stone wall. Uh-oh. We couldn't break down this stone wall. But now we can if I hurry. It takes 3 bomb rocks to break down this wall, by the way. 3. And blow it up. And now we have access to an entirely new area. And for the end of the day, I shall say goodbye to the planet once more. And the Pikmin are going back to their onion, because it's not safe at night. Sorry about that. And the bulbarbs aren't eaten here tonight. No, eaten here. Oh, I'm sorry. 2 days since impact. It appears that many of my ship's parts have landed in this region. If I can just recover the parts of my radar... What? If I can just recover the parts of my radar, I should be able to use my radar screen. How that would improve my chances? Then I'd only have to press Y to locate my parts. Yet, there seem to be many hostile lifeforms here. If I am attacked and my spacesuit takes damage, I must return to my ship, stand in front of it, and press A to make suit repairs. As I explore, I must pay attention to my suit's damage meter in the bottom left corner of the screen. Yeah, LMR has health, blah blah blah. You can heal yourself by touching the light in the ship. So... I sprouted exactly 100 Pikmin, which I don't think I've ever done before. That's pretty cool. So, yeah, that was day 2, and we have 3 ship parts now. And that, my friends, is pretty impressive. So, with that, I will end the day, and I will see you all tomorrow for another Pikmin video. Bye-bye.